Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel.
I had played in North America for a couple of years, and I'd really enjoyed my time there, but I didn't get called up, and I was kind of just stuck in the same league, and so I was looking for just a new experience, and so the idea of coming in Scotland and not having to deal with as much of a language barrier, I guess, as going to some other places, I was just really excited to come here, yeah. All right, I'll take you inside the locker room here, give you a little sneak peek as to where we spend a lot of our time. So here we got the bikes. Guys usually hop on there before practice and games, kind of warm the legs up a little bit, have a cup of coffee, chat it up, talk about their days and whatnot. Here we got the training table. Guys can get stretched out. Work on any injuries in there. That's Stutes' room. Have some meetings and whatnot in there, go over some film. We got a couple soccer balls. Guys like to kick it around beforehand. Probably the most important piece of equipment we have in here, coffee machine. Sees a lot of use. And then here we got all the guys' sticks. Got mine right here. Just cut this one down last weekend, so hopefully it's got a lot of goals left in it, and we'll see though. Come around the corner here, got all the other stalls. Pretty standard as far as locker rooms go. This is mine right here. In case I ever get lost, I put my name on top and everything, and so yeah, I spend a lot of my time here, hanging out, just me and my thoughts. And then in here we got the showers, and then right around the corner of the bathroom where all the magic happens. And so yeah, that's a little sneak peek as to what our locker room looks like. I try and be pretty laid back. You know, I like to work hard. I like to go to the gym and kind of do the things to help me get better as a hockey player. But, you know, I like to have fun. I just like to play a lot of golf and go down to the pub and have a beer with the boys and just kind of relax a little bit. And, you know, pretty run-of-the-mill guy, pretty easygoing, I think. Never really that much that kind of gets me down. Not a big fan of losing hockey games, but other than that, I'm pretty easy to get along with, I'd say. The season, it's, I wouldn't say that we've achieved as much as any of us would want to, but in any year you're going to have ups and downs, and it's frustrating, definitely. I mean, nobody out there is probably more frustrated with our results of late than we are, and I think that we've seen how we're successful in the games that we're successful. And I think that we just need to kind of look back at those and kind of take from those what made us successful and just be more consistent in those areas. Like, I think most people associate hockey with Canadians, but being from Minnesota, it's a huge hockey community. I'd say probably per capita, as far as NHL players, Americans go, I'd say the most are from Minnesota. My dad played growing up, and I have an older brother that played, so for me it was kind of a no-brainer. I've always grown up on skates, and I've always loved it, and to this day I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. Like, you get sports like football and basketball and baseball where there's so much downtime where the play is not going on, but hockey, it's always just going, and I think the speed of it too is something that is very rare. Obviously, you can get going faster on skates than you can running and stuff. So these collisions are at higher speed and the impact's greater. And I just like the speed of the game. Fans here, they show up, they're loud, they're excited, and they're not afraid to let you know if you screw up either, which is good because it means they're actually paying attention and they're watching the games and they know what's going on. And so I've really enjoyed it so far. The school visits are fun. It's cool to kind of get out there in the community, especially not being from here. Kind of see what schools are like around here and see what like kind of the young kids around here know about hockey and see that they're always excited when we get there and whatnot. And so I think that's the best part is that they want us to be there. So it makes being there a lot more enjoyable. I grew up playing football, soccer, and so I have no knowledge compared to like all the local guys. Like I don't know much about it compared to those guys, but I have an appreciation for the game, and so I have no problem sitting down and watching it or talking about it. Some guys, I know that's one big difference me and Gordo have. He just can't stand it, doesn't get it, doesn't care to get it, and so. But yeah, I'm willing to kind of sit down and watch a game. He's just a great guy. Like I don't think there's anyone out there that would have too many bad things to say about him. At least in all seriousness. But we get along well. We like to have a good time. We have a lot of the same interests, and so for us, it just kind of works out pretty well that we don't want to rip each other's heads off too much, which I think is pretty much a good sign for any roommate. I think it's just like a natural thing. The more time you spend with someone, you're gonna probably be on the same page with them. So my guess is all the guys would probably say that if they were to play with their roommate, they would probably have some sort of connection just because that's who they spend their most time with. And Fultz and I played together a little bit a couple of years ago when we were on the same team. And so just having that kind of past experience and kind of having that idea of where the other one's going to be when you have the puck just makes everything a lot easier. Yeah, everyone wants to contribute, I think. And so if I could be more consistent on the score sheet night in and night out, I'd like to see that. But the biggest thing is team success. And if we were to win a bunch of games here in a big stretch and I were to have no points but the team's winning, then that's the most important thing. And so I guess looking forward to it is just playing a more consistent game and a game that's going to help this team win regardless of productivity.